Do you want to play Football Manager 2024 using the real results and starting from today? Then this video is for you. Check out how to do it right now. That's right, the team at Sort It Out SI are partnered with the fantastic guys over at FM24 to bring you the real fixtures and results with a custom start date to allow you to play Football Manager 2024 from today with everything that's happened so far this season happening in your game. So when you go to the fmrte.com website, you can click on the blue banner at the top, which will bring you to this page, which allows you to download all of the editor data files for the 38 nations that are covered, plus the custom start date. And it's important to note, in order to have access to these downloads, you do need some license from the FMRTE guys. So you either need to have the FM real-time editor or the kit editor, and it doesn't matter whether this is this year's version or a previous version, as long as you've got a license, at some point you will have access to the editor data folders. So you go through and you download the custom start date file, which we've just done on screen right now, and then we go to where we can download the real fixtures and results. I'll tell you where to put them all in a second when you've downloaded them. I am going to go through and download England, France, Spain, Germany and Italy in order to have the top 5 nations, and I'll just load up probably the top 2 divisions for those nations, even though some of the files go further down, so down to level 6 for England, for example. So you download them, they're all FMF files, so they will download really quickly. They basically just try and make sure that you download the league results files and the custom start date, so they line up, so they're all basically on the 19th of February. So you have to have, the files have to be on a Monday for the start date, so it's the Monday the 19th of February is the latest one. Next week, if you watch this in a few days' time, it will be the following Monday for the start date that you can use, so the 26th of February, and all the results will be updated until then. As you can see here, they're all updated until the 18th or the 19th, depending on which league we're looking at. So you've got the latest results and the latest start date in order to make your game real time, essentially. So as you can see now, I've downloaded the 5 league files, the custom start date file, and what I'm going to do now is move them from my downloads folder here, these 6 files, nice and quick, nice and easy to download. There's barely any file size whatsoever. Just simply select them all, cut them, and paste them in your editor data folder. Now, if you're not sure where your editor data folder is, go to My Documents, Sports Interactive, Football Manager 2024, Editor Data, and paste them in there. There is a different link for Mac, which will be pasted in the comments, in the description of this video, as always. But it's simple, you just put it in the editor data folder, all 5 of the leagues and the custom start date, all in the same folder, and then you need to head into game to do a little bit of magic to get things set up. In game, you go to start a new game, surprisingly. Click career, and then there should be a drop down under database at the top right of this little screen. Make sure you select all the files you've added in. I've also got all of the Sort It Out SI license fix and real name fixes selected as well. So in total, I've got 15 or 16 enabled files from all of the downloads I've done. So the 6 that I've downloaded today, plus the 9 from the real name fix. Start a new game up and set the game up however you want. Obviously, you need to select the leagues you want to play in, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select the 5 nations that I've downloaded. And there's one extra thing you need to do. So you need to make sure the FMRTE custom start date is selected in Africa. That is basically because they've taken Mauritius and turned it into their own little custom nation. To give you the start dates, I'm going to select the other 5 nations that I've downloaded and make sure I select which leagues I want to play in. So you need the Cultured Left Foot League for the FMRTE section. I think that's the only league there is there. And set that to view only. All the other things you set up however you want, but that needs to be set to view only so it doesn't run in the background. There we go. And then go to the game start date and the drop down and make sure you click the start of the 2023 season for that custom nation, which will be today's date or the most closest Monday to today, as is the case in this video, the 19th of February. Set your database size however you want. I've gone for small, so it just goes nice and quickly. And there you have it. That's all you need to do is to set your game up. We'll go through the setup of the database right now, have a look at how things work in-game and show you all of the results as they are in real time. Obviously, it's important to note, and we'll cover it in a second, cup competitions cannot be preset in the pre-game editor. So all of your cups, your FA Cup, the League Cup, the Champions League, all of the other cups from around Europe that you in the leagues that you download will not have the real results, so they will not reflect the real world as it is today. But the leagues do. They all have the correct results as of Sunday night or Monday morning or Monday night, depending on where the download cuts off. But there you have it. So the game will start 2 days ago as of recordings on the 19th of February. It will have all of the database up to that point with the correct results. If you want to have all the transfers as well, you can download the Sort It Out SI data update, and that will bring those in as well. We've done a different video on that before on how to do that, but you can combine that with these downloads, which I've only done separately today just to show you how to do them. You can combine them all to get the most up-to-date start point in your save game if you want to start your save game from where the real world is right now. Right, we'll skip forward. I'll remind you to subscribe and like the video here on the Sort It Out SI channel. I'll remind you to go over to my channel, Shadow Striker, subscribe over there. There'll be a new Glory Hunter video dropping very soon, so go and make sure you check that out. And I'm just going to go forward in some fast forward, and we'll get to the game once it's ready. Okay then, so the game has loaded up, we've saved it, we're moving in. You can see the start date is there. It's the 19th of February, so this past Monday, and we'll have a quick look around all of the leagues that we've loaded just to show you that the tables and the results in game match exactly as it does in the real world. So Liverpool are leading the Premier League. The Championship looks terrible if you are a Blackburn fan like myself, but I've come to terms with it this season, that's okay. They're down in 17th place, wonderful. But the Premier League looks how the Premier League looks in the real world. So does La Liga, so you've got Girona in second place, a game in hand on Barcelona behind them, so they could go 5 points clear. Real Madrid at the top of the table being chased by that underdog side. Leverkusen undefeated in Germany as they are currently in the real world. Bayern trying to keep up with them, and the rest of the league being as it is as well. Italy is as Italy is, Inter top of the table, having a good season there. The rest of the side, Bologna performing well up in fourth, and Ligue 1 is PSG winning, as you'd expect. So there you go. There is the up-to-date tables and results for the real world. I'll show you what I mentioned about the cup competitions not being the same. So you can see here that all of the cups are different. So the Champions League has got different teams in the round of 16. The FA Cup's got different teams in the 4th or 5th round, whichever round we're in now. Carabao Cup will be different as well. So there we go. There's a quick look at what's happened in the Champions League. It will be different in your game. It will be different every time you basically create a new game with these databases. All of the cup competitions will basically run from scratch in the background, and will have a different outcome each time you start a new save. So if you want something specific to happen in one of the cup competitions, reload a few times, make a start of a new save game a few times until it happens the way you want it. But you can see here, you can go through the fixtures back past the start point, so you can see Sunday's games have been in, Tuesday's games haven't, if that makes sense. Wonderful. So anything that happened last night hasn't happened in game because it's after the Monday and the start date. So if you want last night's results included, you'll have to wait until next week and start from next Monday, and you'll have all the games in between now and then. So that's it. That is what you need to do to get these databases into your game. But what you need to do to be able to download the databases is you need to go to the FMRTE website and buy one of their products. So you either have to download the real-time editor and pay for a single license for that, which costs you €7 or £6 or something like that. Or you could use the FM kit editor as well, which is slightly cheaper, but it will get you access to all of the pre-game editor files. There are basically, the editor has been around for a dozen years, if not longer. I think FM24 was the first version they did a real-time editor on. But check them out. You can download the free version of it as well to see what you can do, but you can't edit save games with the free version. You can just kind of use it as a scouting tool. But it's €7, €7 for the full real-time editor. You get 3 activations of it. So there you go. The kit editor is also there if you want to pay slightly less to get access to the editor data files, if that's all you are interested in. It's a single purchase. You don't have to do a subscription or anything like that. But it's a very powerful tool, and we might even do a video about the real-time editor in the future as well. But thanks a lot for watching. That is how you get FM24 up to date to the real world, as your starting point as of today, or more correctly as of Monday each week. But you basically get to play from today in FM24 and change the rest of the season from today's starting point. If you've enjoyed today's video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, let us know in the comments if you've tried out this method and these database files, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.